Hello my gorgeous little pumpkin pies out there, and welcome. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys all of the Halloween palettes that are in my collection. I've acquired a lot from last year as well as this year, and I finally have enough to do a whole video on them, and I feel like this is perfect since we are in a spooky season, and I'm just here to give you some little Halloween inspiration. But before we get into this video, if you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Brie, and I'm just a crazy lover of all things beauty, and I like to post a lot of fun, colorful makeup content. I like to do a lot of indie makeup, so if that is what you're into, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. But with that being said, let's get into this video. Alright my loves, I'm excited. I even did a Halloween inspired look, but I've been doing that a lot lately. You know, I got a little pumpkin vibes on the eyes. I actually did film this with one of the palettes in here. I will mention it, but I did film it for Instagram. That video will probably be up after this one, so if you're not following me on Instagram, check me out. I'm Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty, and I do post a lot of different content there as well, and this makeup look will be going up on my Breezy_Beauty. So if you want to join my Instagram fam, I would really love that. So I think we should get into these palettes. I have some new ones, I have some old ones. Some of these are no longer available, but I still wanted to include them because they're part of my collection, and maybe you might already own these palettes, and hopefully I can inspire you to pull them out since we're in that spooky Halloween season, especially if you haven't given them any love lately. Now, these palettes can be used any time of year, but they just happen to be Halloween themed. That is why I'm talking about them. So the first set of palettes, which are the newest Halloween palettes to my collection, are these right here from Unearthly Cosmetics. This was in their Halloween mystery box, which I did a whole unboxing of that if you want to check it out, and I did a look as well. I'll link that video below. I'll put it up in a corner, but they came out with these 4 little monochromatic palettes. Now, you can't get that box anymore. I'm sure people will sell their boxes that they didn't like, but the whole thing was to be a mystery box, so if they restocked it, then everybody would already know what's in there. It would take away the mystery aspect, but they do plan to do more mystery boxes on their site, so definitely check out for those. I'm sure they're going to be really good because I love their mystery box this year. But these are 3 little palettes. Aren't they cute? They have these little baddies on here, these little vixens. So this one is called Creepy Crawly. Cute, right? Green little quads. I think this one is my favorite, but I love greens. They all have little mirrors in it, and I love the options. I think this is the first time they've ever done quads and the first time they've ever done monochromatic color stories. Then here's Thirst. She's thirsty. Look at those fangs. And then this one is an orange monochromatic color story. It has a little peachy dual chrome shade in it. I feel like it's a dual chrome. It looks like it has a gold shift. I actually haven't used this one yet. I only used these 2 in that other video. And then this one right here is called Chilling. Look at her. I love the artwork on these. And then this one is a purple themed color story. It has that indigo, periwinkle. All of the shades that I did use performed really nicely, and I'm very familiar with Unearthly Cosmetics formula, and I really love their eyeshadows. I'm actually wearing the lippy from the box as well, which this is the shade called Ghoulish, which I hope they bring this as something, a part of their permanent line, maybe with a different shade name. I don't know. This needs to be permanent in their lineup of lippies. It's a beautiful deep green. I'm just so obsessed with it, so I had to put it on today. I've had it on for a while, so I feel like my lips are starting to look messed up. Then going on to some more Unearthly palettes. Let's just stick to all the Unearthly ones. Now, Unearthly is a very dark, mysterious themed brand, so most of their palettes are very appropriate for this season. So I also have this one, which I think they restocked. This is the Hauntingly Glamorous Palette. This was a collab with Sydney Nicole Adams, and it's so beautiful. It's a mainly matte palette, so if you are a matte lover, this is a good option for you, especially if you like this color story. But there is a zombie, maybe she's sort of a Frankenstein girl. And then look at that. I love the cool tones. I feel like this is a very unique color story. It has a lot of deep mattes in here, and then it has just 2 shimmers that are more like toppers or inner corner highlights. So this is a more matte palette, but I love pairing this with other palettes that are like all shimmer palettes, or I just feel like this color is needed to complete the color story of another palette. So I do use this a lot as the companion palette, but you can definitely use this on your own. I love this. It's beautiful and it's still available. So if you are needing some really good mattes, I highly recommend this. And the two inner corner highlights are also really pretty as well. Then the next palette from Unearthly is the Wishing Hour palette, which I think came out either last Halloween or the Halloween before. I did a whole video where I did like a Halloween look. I think I posted it on Halloween. But this one is a lot more bright and poppy. Now it has their old name, Alien Cosmetics, but they're now Unearthly. And look at that. It's so fun and bright. I feel like this is kind of different from other Halloween palettes that I think tend to have a lot of more dark mattes in them. But I just think it's so fun. It makes me happy when I look at it. Now, I don't know if this is available anymore. It might not be. I think at one point this was on sale. So they may have discontinued this since it was a Halloween palette from like years prior. But so cute and fun. Then to the next one, which is from Drizzle Cosmetics, and I think this came out last Halloween, and this is no longer available on their website. They actually came out with a new Halloween palette, which I think it's like Trick or Treat, something like that. It's cute. It has like a little dinosaur on it. I think I might end up getting it. But this is their Gnome Chrome Halloween eyeshadow palette. So this had a bunch of beautiful special metallics in here. But look at that packaging. It makes me so happy when I look at this. The little gnomes and the bats. So adorable. But here are all the shades in here. It has a mirror. And they're just so pretty. They're definitely special shimmers. Some are multi-chromes. I think some are dual chromes. Some are just like super foil and gorgeous. And I love using this palette with the Hauntingly Glamorous palette. Like they pair really nicely, or sometimes I like to use this with my Blend Bunny palette, since those have a lot of good mattes. But you see, these would pair so nicely together. So if you have this, bring it back out. It has so many beautiful shimmers in it. And then going on to another new palette that I got this year that I cannot put down. I've been using this so much. I've already done like 4 different looks with this. I did an Instagram reel, which I just posted. This is the Spooked palette from Gourmand Girls. This is a collab with Doodles by the Bunny. She designed the whole palette, the color story, the embossing in the shades. It is so cute. It's so well themed. The color options, there's depth, there's neutrals in here, and the look that I just posted on my Instagram, and I actually did it as a short on YouTube. I used these shades right here and did a very neutral glam palette with a pop of green. I thought it was absolutely stunning, and I just love the versatility of this palette because the other 2 looks were completely different, a lot more bold and colorful. And I think they are restocking this palette if they haven't already. I really love their formula. This is a new brand to me. I think their mattes are pigmented and blendable. I thought their metallics were so pretty and shifty and just fun. That is a good one. They both did such a good job on that palette. Then the next palettes are from Leath Cosmetics. These are both the collabs with Theresa is Dead. So I have Leath is Dead, which was the first collab that they did together. And I love Theresa. She is a spooky bee. She likes all things spooky. So it makes sense that these palettes fit for the Halloween season. But here's the first one. The Leath is Dead. Now, I feel like this one leans a little light, a little bit more springy, but it's the theming and the names that made me put it in this category, and I think it came out this time of year. So some of the shade names are like Creature Feature, Vengeful Spirit, Ancient Evil, Predator. I mean, hello, that's all Halloween names. Super cute. And then they just came out with Theresa is Lethal. This is a more Halloween galactic themed palette, but I mean, I think aliens are a big part of Halloween too. Like a lot of movies have aliens in it right now, but this is more darker, so I feel like this even matches more with the fall season. And these shades in here are stunning. I did a whole video on this palette and did a look, and I was obsessed with the look that I did with this, and I just can't wait to play with it more. It has like some shifty shades in here. Matte, gorgeous. I mean, Theresa did an amazing job. Letho did an amazing job. So these are just so perfect and cute. Now you can't get this one anymore, but I believe that they're restocking this one, and this may still be available on Leath's website, because you can get this on Camera Ready Cosmetics website as well. Then going on to this one, which I think they're discontinuing this, but this is from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Haunted Europe palette. They had this on sale, and I hope it's still available on this. And they had this on sale, and I hope it's still available on their website. But look at this. Packaging A1. The color story is so fun. This is one of my most highly rated palettes from Nomad. I just did a whole Nomad ranking, and this was number 2 in the ranking. And I have a lot of palettes from them, so that says a lot. This is beautiful. It's a more muted color story. It has depth in here, lighter tones, mid-tones. I just think this is so beautiful. It's like so Halloween. The theming, everything with the greens, the orange, the muted shades. I can go on and on about this one. So if you've been eyeing this out and it's still available, I highly recommend. You should definitely pick it up. And then going on to this one, which I think came out last year. This is from Lunar Beauty. This is the Moonspell Volume 2 palette, and I'm still kicking myself in the butt that I didn't get the Volume 1, because that one is no longer available. But I did see that they're coming out with a new palette, and I'm so excited. I'm not sure if it's Halloween themed or Christmas themed, but I'm sure it's gonna be good. But this packaging is stunning. I love Lunar Beauty's packaging. Like, all their stuff is so aesthetically pleasing, and then the quality is amazing. So this is the inside. Now this is very different from a usual Halloween kind of themed color story. This is a berry purple burgundy palette, kind of like monochromatic vibes in here, but I love them. You can do smoky burgundy look, smoky purples, something a little bit lighter. It has this whole row of shimmers right here. It has these 2 shimmers right here, and then all these beautiful mattes. So I really think this was an interesting take for a Halloween kind of themed palette, and you can still get this from Lunar Beauty's website. I recommend this one. I think it's really nice, and I need to play with it more. I haven't touched it in a while. Then the next palettes are 2 collab palettes that are with Shroud Cosmetics and BattyBean, and I love her so much. I think she created such cute palettes, and she's very into the spooky stuff. I love her channel, but this was the first collab palette that they did. It's Frikin Bats, and you can actually still get this from Shroud Cosmetics website. This is such a beautiful jewel tone color story with a few like pops of like limey greens in here. I love all the shades that she picked. They're stunning. I really like the Shroud Cosmetics formula. So this is so cute. I'm gonna have to give it some more love. Then the new collab that they did is the Hallobean Palette. And this is so cute, so spooky. I love the theme and all the bats again. And then this one is a lot more warm. It's very different from the It's Frikin Bats palette, but I feel like they're gonna complement each other so well. And I think they just restocked this a couple days ago now. I'm not sure if it completely sold out again, but I believe the brand owner said that she was gonna keep restocking this as long as there was a demand for it, which I'm sure there will be. Like, everybody loves BattyBean. They loved her first palette. This sold out so quick on the first round too, so I'm sure it will come back if it's sold out again. But it's beautiful, and this is actually what is on my eyes. This is what I filmed with for that reel. I used this shade right here, this shade right here. I use this as an inner corner highlight, this to deepen. I mean, it has like this beautiful shifty black flame shade, and I love this shade that's all over my lids. Like, the quality is really nice. And I just think it's so pretty, and it's the perfect Halloween color story. I mean, pumpkin vibes all the way. Then the very last palette, which is from Give Me Glow, which I think this came out last year or the year prior. I mean, I don't know. Like, time is going too fast. I can't keep up with anything anymore. But this is the Bad Witch Club palette. And I do feel like this is quite different from all the other Halloween palettes that I just showed you. But this is a very jewel tone palette with a few lighter, like, pastel-y mattes in here. But overall, this is very jewel tone. I feel like this is perfect to go into the winter season, because I love wearing jewel tones in the winter. Like, I just think that captures that like Christmas vibe here. And It has these beautiful greens, purples, and blues. I really like this palette. If you like these kind of tones, I think this is a good option. And I still think you can get this from Give Me Glow's website. But I think this is the first time they've done like a Halloween themed palette. And the Bad Witch Club name is so cute. The packaging with the witch and her little cat. It is so adorable. But that was all of the Halloween palettes that are in my collection. I can't believe I have 15 of them. I guess I really have been into the whole Halloween themed lately, and I feel like I'm even more into it this year because every brand is coming out with a Halloween collection, which is a little overwhelming, and I'm trying to scale back and be like, I don't need all of them. I have so many already in my collection, and I did even pick up the Unearthly Halloween palettes they came out with, the 4 that they recently released. I'm still waiting for that to ship. It says that the label was created and the shipping, but it's been sitting for a week, so hopefully that will get sent out soon. I'll do a whole separate video on that. I wanted to include those palettes in here, but it was just taking too long, and I wanted to film this video already, and I knew I was going to do a whole separate video for that, so that should be coming soon. But guys, don't feel the need to buy all these new collections that are coming out. If you have any of these palettes, you are set for Halloween, or just go through your collection. I'm sure you have color stories that are similar to this. It doesn't have to be a Halloween themed palette to fit the season. All color stories have been done before, so I'm sure all of these could be duped by other palettes. But I just wanted to share what was in my collection, and I thought that this video would be fun since we are in that spooky season, and I am just enjoying it so much this year. But you guys will have to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What are your favorite Halloween palettes, or are you not into this season, or you know, what are your thoughts? I would love to hear from all of y'all. And if you're new here and you enjoy this video and you like a lot of fun and colorful makeup content, you like a lot of stuff in indie makeup, then please hit that subscribe button and join this little family. I'd love to have you here. Also, don't forget to check out the description below. I will link all the palettes that are still available. I will link any videos of mine that I did with any of these palettes if you're wanting to see more. Of course, I will link the makeup that I am wearing. I will also have my contact and my social media platforms linked. Like I said, I'm on Instagram as Breezy Lifestyle and Breezy_Beauty. So if you want to check me out over there, join my Instagram fam. I would really love that. But guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, for being here, supporting my channel, being amazing. I just hope you are having a wonderful season so far, a wonderful year, and I'm just sending you all so much light and love. But until next time, bye guys.